What's up guys, today we're going to be covering a tutorial that's been asked for over and over again since I did my 100 hours of flicks video. Now, the Breezi flick is the perfect way to show off your finesse on the ground, and while it might not be the best way to score in any situation actually, it can generate an insane amount of power and look good doing it. Two things really quickly before we jump into the video. Number one, I am very happy to announce that I have brought on a video editor for the channel that's really going to bump the production quality up a notch. So I am very excited to welcome Pulse Tornado to the team, and this will be the very first video he's edited for the channel. The links to his socials will be in the description of all my videos from now on, so please go check him out because he's absolutely incredible at what he does. Next, do you want a brand new PlayStation 5? Well, with the help of today's sponsor, Plink, we're going to be giving one away. It's really easy to enter. You either scan my QR code from mobile or go to the link below the video and take part in the giveaway. Guys, if you don't have any friends to play Rocket League with, install Plink. It's a great looking for gamers app that analyzes all your in-game stats and behavior. Just connect any of the gaming profiles like PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, or any PC gaming platform, and Plink will show your friends' stats along with your own game statistics. Plink is going to match you up with a whole lot of like-minded gamers with similar stats in a whole lot of different games like Rocket League, Apex, Rainbow Six, PUBG, Fortnite, League of Legends, GTA 5, Call of Duty, you name it, they have it. Get all the info about new games or achievements of your followers in the newsfeed, and then join them as soon as they start playing. The app is a really easy way to make some new friends and get a team ready for different tournaments. Now, Plink and I have come together to give away a brand new PS5, and all you need to do is sub to the channel, download Plink, and add me, and you'll be in with a chance to win. I'll be announcing the winner in next week's video. The link to the app is in the description. Good luck to you all, and I'll see you all on the app. So, when it comes to the Breezi, I would suggest you try not to learn the mechanic until you're sitting around the diamond level. This isn't to say you can't learn it at a lower rank, but you probably shouldn't. The Breezi flick isn't easy. Learning the motion for the move and actually being able to pull it off are two very different things, and so you will need a decent amount of practice before you start bringing this into your games. Another thing you're going to need for the Breezi flick is space, and space can be very difficult to find sometimes. This means you probably won't be using it in 3s, maybe every now and then in 2s, but if you can actually find yourself some space in 1s, you might have some luck. So, actually getting into the Breezi tutorial portion of this video, there are two ways to perform this to my knowledge. The first one is the one that everyone kind of teaches, and the one that is mainly used, I'm pretty sure. To learn this, jump into free play and move away from the ball. You want to start with just trying to get the motion down before you go anywhere near the ball. Something I want to quickly say before we get into the movement is that you need to hold jump and not just push it. Holding it ensures that you get far enough off the ground that you don't hit the front of your car when you start turning. Anyway, so the first part of the movement is a tornado spin. This means you will need to bind a directional air roll button either left or right. I use left. For those of you who don't know, a tornado spin is when you directional air roll one way and hold the analog stick the other way. So if you use air roll left like me, you want to hold air roll left and push the analog stick to the right. Or you use air roll right and push the stick to the left. It's gonna look like this. So, you tornado spin until you see the underside of your car like this and the nose of your car facing upwards. At this point, you want to let go of directional air roll, but you want to keep the analog stick held the same way. This stops your car from twisting in the air and sets it up into more of a musty flick position. From here, you execute the final part, which is the flick, the exact same way you would a musty flick, which is to backflip. Break it down into parts. First, just go over the tornado motion a few times. Then, once you're comfortable with that, go into the Breezi tornado motion where you let go once the nose of the car is facing upwards and you can see the underside of the car. Getting the timing down on this one might be a little tough, so do take your time with it. From here on, work on just the motion and the timing of letting go of the directional air roll button and letting the car turn itself until it lines up into the musty flick position. Now, when you bring the ball into this, it gets a whole lot harder. Firstly, the ball should be positioned on your car towards the front end where it feels like it's about to come off the front, but still in control. It's really a feel thing, and once you get 1 or 2, you'll start feeling where it needs to be. You'll also need to be moving with a little bit of speed to keep your momentum up once you go into the motion and you are no longer on the ground. Lastly, make sure you aren't going supersonic or this simply won't work. Now, timing the shot by itself is one thing, but getting all of the timing down with the ball is something else entirely. This can take some people weeks and take other people minutes, so don't feel bad if you don't get it immediately. Just watch over every time you attempt a shot and try to figure out what part of it wasn't quite working for you. Break it all down over and over, with and without the ball, and remember that it's just going to take time. I remember when I was learning this mechanic, it took me about 2 weeks, but that was also with the help of my entire Twitch chat watching me. Now, like I said, there is a second way to go about doing this, and it's a little more complicated, but it feels way more consistent to me. Essentially, when you get to that point where you would normally let go of the directional air roll button, instead of just letting go and letting your car continue to rotate, you let go and you hold normal air roll, then move your car into the musty position manually. This eliminates the issues with timing the rotation of your car to land perfectly in the musty position as the ball starts to drop, but is also harder to do the mechanic as it requires you to be very precise and very quick with your movements. Definitely try learning the Breezi flick the original way first, but once you can get that down, if you want to start experimenting a little bit and pulling off what some people have said is like a flashier looking Breezi flick, then move into this manual movement style and see if you can get it down. It's something I've had a lot of fun with in the last few weeks, and I think it's going to be my preferred way of doing the Breezi flick from now on. The last little thing I can talk about is delaying the shot, which is when you hold down the analog stick just after you perform the backflip section for a split second, and then release it. What this does is input the movement for a backflip, which in this case is the movement for the musty flick section, sort of delays it because you're holding down on the analog stick straight away, and then releases the momentum all at once, which can result in some serious power. I know that sounds a little complicated when you say it like that, but if you just remember it as do everything and then as you execute the flip, hold down on the analog stick and let it go straight after, you kind of understand the time you're going to need for this delayed motion. Definitely something to try out once you get the whole thing down. So the mechanic doesn't take too long to explain, but can take ages to learn. And I'm not saying this because it would help me greatly, but if you guys have to watch the video a few times and just slow it down to watch all the little parts bit by bit, it can seriously help you to do everything faster. I just want to say real quick before I go, thank you guys so much for 200,000 subscribers. It's absolutely insane to be starting the year with this as a beginning point. But now with Tornado as the channel's editor and a few more things coming up, I'm very excited for what's to come. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.